no, you need to calculate it yourself. August 29th to December 12th. How many months is that? Is that not 3 months and some change? In 3 months and some change, I left Nigeria with my boyfriend, now husband. So, if you want to know how we did all of that, this video is for you. Let's get into it. Finally, we are making the video, the most anticipated video on this channel. It's finally being recorded right now. How I left Nigeria with my boyfriend, my fiance, now my husband. How we left in 3 months is getting people surprised. But that was what happened. That was what happened. August 29th to December 12th. We got our ready for visa email on December 12th. So that is 3 months and some change. My name is Ariola, in case you're new here, which is a crime. But anyways, I'm waiting for you to subscribe right now. Subscribe. Are you done? Okay, yeah, welcome to the family. If you're new here, we do a lot of videos here. I've been choking my people with videos. We give good content here, and I hope you guys have been enjoying it. Please, if you've been enjoying my videos, let me know in the comment section. Just let me know. Pour some loves in. Let me know what I've been doing. If you guys have been enjoying it, I'll be so glad to know that. If you've not watched the previous video, you need to go back and watch the previous video, because I talked about how we got to this particular point. How we moved from being scammed to lying that we failed to being scammed again till we got to PR, and we did it ourselves. This video is particularly for people that actually want to do this PR thing themselves. I told you guys in the previous video that I knew about PR in 2020. But I didn't do anything about it until 2021, when I actually researched about PR, and I knew that I was going to be able to do it myself. Because everybody I was saying on YouTube was saying, I did PR myself. I did PR myself. And haven't been scammed, not once, not twice. I already told myself that I will only leave Nigeria if it's a process I can do by myself. Or if I'm going to sit with the agent like this, and see the agent doing it for me, and you must do it to the end. I will know your house, I will know your family, I will know your grandfather, because you cannot scam me again. So I decided to get into this PR in 2021, and I noticed that the scores were so high that time that I cannot leave Nigeria if I do not have a postgraduate degree, whether a postgraduate diploma or a master's degree. The University of Ibadan, I did it, I wrote the exam, I got in. And then the story began. The thing I did was I was so focused, because I'm the kind of person that doesn't know how to not complete stuff. So I was so focused on finishing my master's degree that I told myself I will not check anything about PR again until I'm rounding up with my master's degree. So I focused on my studies. I made sure that I don't have any carryover. I don't have any reason to not finish my project on time, and then it's going to lead to, I don't want any extra year. I wanted 1.5 years to 2 years, and UI gave me just that. Amazing university if you want to do your postgraduate diploma. I don't know about their degree, but for master's degree, postgraduate diploma, PhD, I highly recommend University of Ibadan. Research your own too before you go and put your money there, and then you see that I realized I told you to go and do master's degree in UI. Anyways, I finished, and then when it was getting to the time of finishing, I decided to go back to my PR to know the new things that are coming up. I started to follow people like Olu of Canada. In case you do not know, he's on Instagram. His name is Olu of Canada. There are so many pages that you can follow on immigration for Canada. I started to check the scores. I checked the scores. I saw that if I enter this pool, all I'm waiting for is for them to do a draw in my category. That was what I was waiting for, because my score was too high. My score was too high. I was like, no, all I'm waiting for is a draw, and I'm in. Not that I'm waiting for maybe they will pick me. No, I'm among the first category of people that they're going to pick. That was how sure I was. All of that was in place, and then September of 2023, I graduated. But I needed my transcripts and I needed my results. And I will not get my transcripts until after our convocation. So I waited till November. Immediately after convocation, I started the process. But then on the 23rd of December 2023, I actually applied for my transcripts to be sent to West. I paid for the money and everything. That time, the money for West was around $200 Canadian dollar, 220 Canadian dollars. So if your Naira is spoiling, That's you. It's not anybody's business. That is your country. I paid around 202,000 or so. Very cheap, oh, not cheap, but cheaper than now. Now people are paying huge amount of money. Huge. Just go and check it. It is still $220, but it's not our fault. It's Nigeria, it's in error. Anyways, I diverted. So I applied for my WES to be analyzed, and just 10 days after, I think it should be around 5th of January, I got an email that my WES has been analyzed and my certificates, my degree is equivalent to the degree here in Canada. My master's degree is equivalent to master's degree here in Canada. I had a good grade, so it has to be equivalent. There's nothing I can do about it. And then I was supposed to travel back home, relax, and then prepare for my IELTS exam, like in a week or two. That was when the worst day of my life happened to me. I lost my mom on the 11th of January, 2024. Just less than a week after getting my WES. Just less than a week after I was supposed to start this journey. And the whole process of IELTS just went... Losing your parents is one of the worst things that can happen to you, to any human being. So, I'm not... Oh, I'll say this story another day. But losing your parents, never easy. Okay. Anyways, I lost my mom, and I had to just... Okay, we are back. I lost my mom, and then I had to forget about IELTS because I was not in the right frame of mind to write any exam. I was going to fail. If I put myself through that, I was going to fail. So I put IELTS in one side, and then I just mourned my mom. Can you guys believe that February 14th, 2024, they did that draw that should have brought me to Canada? Because if I had written my IELTS exam, like maybe on the 12th of January, my results would have been out. I would have entered the pool, and I would have been chosen for that February 14th score because my score was high, and I would have been chosen. Anyways, on that day, I cried. I cried to bed. I cried to sleep. I cried. I soaked my pillow, but I was like, God, why did you take my mom and then did not allow me to write IELTS, and then now I cannot leave? Because I was thinking in my head that, will I be so lucky again to have this kind of low score that will allow me to enter the pool? What if the next draw, they just shoot the score up? There's nothing I cannot do in that IRCC. Like, they're just so crazy people. But anyways, I cried myself to bed, and then I said, I have to actually set a goal, and I have to do it. And I started to practice for IELTS, but I noticed I was not practicing. So what I did was I went and I registered. Because immediately I registered, I know that I must pass, so I have to read. But I never read until a week to the exam, and I was like, okay. So what I did was, a week to the exam, I read 3 days. I read on that first day, I gave gap, I read again. Then a day to the exam, it was as if I did not have days to read before, and I started bombarding everything. I started bombarding everything on my head. I started pushing everything into my body. I started to put, oh God. I practiced. I did not sleep throughout that night. I practiced till around 3 a.m. Then I woke up around 5. I read again. I took my bath. My brother went to drop me at the exam center. I went in, wrote my exam, came back, and then I slept. Then we began to wait. And then we waited and waited. And then around April, they sent in my results. I had 6.5 in writing. Yes, I had 6.5 in writing. I was like, I did this writing well. Yes, writing was quite hard, but I did this writing well. I should be able to get 7. Then a friend of mine that we are in Canada right now together, she now said, push it in for remark. Then I pushed it in. Then they remarked. Then I got 7. So I have 8.5 in listening. I had 8 in speaking. I had 7.5 in reading, and then 7 in writing. Superb score. So now I have my IELTS, I have my WES evaluated, and I was ready to enter the pool. And finally, on May 8th of 2024, I entered the pool. I entered the pool and I was swimming in the pool. And miraculously, they made another draw July 5th, 2024. And guess who entered? Me. Guess who entered? My friend. Guess who entered? Me. Guess who entered? My friend. We entered the pool at the same time on the same day. That day I was coming back from the gym. She called me. Immediately I saw her call. I knew that they had done a draw and we had entered. You know why? We don't even call ourselves, we only chat. Immediately I saw her call. I was like, no, this particular call is a special call. So I went to Olu of Canada. I went to check his portal and I saw they had invited healthcare worker, healthcare category, and I saw the score and I knew my score was 475 and the score was 420 something, and I said, I've entered. Let me just go and start packing my load. I have entered Canada. And that was how we entered Canada. Like, I entered Canada like that. And I entered the profile May 8th. The first draw they did, July 5th, I entered. So now, this was where everything started. They asked for documents. God. They asked for documents. You'll be so tired. We gathered all the documents. July, I was done with gathering all the documents. But it was remaining the proof of fund. I had the proof of fund, but then there was some processing, and it took a little while. The whole court and everything, Shasha took a while. The bank, Access Bank, I had to go and collect some things. It took a while. But what I did was, I made sure that every document asked was given. Every document they asked, it was given. And I gave a good explanation for every document. For everything that you see on my portal, there is a good explanation. So I think that was what made my process smooth. I'll be telling you guys about that in the next video, actually, how to make your process smooth. The mistakes I made that you should not make, that will be in another video. Everything about this process, how you should make your own. This is my own story I'm telling you, but I'm going to be making a video about how you should make your own even faster than my own in the next video. So we entered the pool, and by the end of July, we were done sorting every document except for the proof of fund. That proof of fund is a long process. You go to the court for something, you go to lawyers for some signature. It was just a long thing. And finally, it was ready. And August 29th of 2024, I submitted all of the documents needed. I submitted everything and I got my acknowledgement of receipts because I paid for everything. I paid for my PR, or is it PPR? Let me check. I paid for my RPRP. That's right of permanent residence fee. RPRF. I paid everything, processing fee, and I was given acknowledgement of receipt. Then we started to wait. It's a lie. Me, I did not wait. I did not wait. September 6th, that is 1 week after, I was sent biometrics and medical requests. Some people used to get biometric requests, then they will get medical requests on different days. My own, the two, bam, bam. They sent it, go and do it. And I submitted it. Immediately I submitted it. This was where I included my husband. On September 19th, we got married in a court. Did a court wedding and we got married. And I included my husband on September 20th. The next day I woke up. I went to include him. Fast. I don't want any problems. I don't want any talk. I included my husband September 20th. And October 17th, I have to just tell you guys something. God was in this my process. Some people submit only their own profile and they don't get requests for medical and biometrics in months. I added my own spouse and we got a request for medical for biometrics, for everything. Everything concerning him was sent in a document. They asked us to send everything. Do you guys even know the worst thing? They asked for an upfront medical. They don't ask for upfront medical again in this Canada, but they asked my husband's own because God wanted everything to be fast, and he did it in his way. They asked us to go and get upfront medical. Upfront medical is like a situation where you are not supposed to have, like, it's like you are not requested to do medical yet, but go and do medical because your process is going fast and they need the medical. So we prepared everything. Made sure that my husband's process did not take time. It took like a week, and we submitted everything. I think it even took like 3 days. I think so. I think it took 3 days. We submitted everything. I think it was on October 20th that we submitted everything. The kind of confidence I had. So immediately after the marriage, my husband went back. He went back to his base because we work in different places, different states in Nigeria. So he went back to his own place. At that point, I asked him to go and snap a passport and do police report. They have not asked for police report though. And they have not asked for his passport. I asked him to go and snap it and go and do police report because I was very, very sure that God was in this process. And October 17th, they asked for everything from him. That means that it took less than a month for them to ask for the whole thing. It took like 27 days to ask for his own medical and everything. Before you know it, a month after, they started this background check and they completed everything on November 13th. Eligibility was concluded on December 11th, and then final decision was made on December 12th, and on that same day they sent us a request for our passport for visa. Ladies and gentlemen, that was how our process went. 3 months and 11 days. We got everything done in 3 months and 11 days, including my husband. If I did it alone, maybe I would have gotten it in a month, maybe. Because my process was going fast. So as if there was something pushing them. They were just doing my process fast. So everything took 3 months, including my husband. Now check, what if I did not include my husband? Wouldn't it be faster? But will I come here without my husband? No. So, yeah, is with me? And we're enjoying ourselves here in Canada. So, in case you ask the reason why after the ITA, it took me like 2 months to submit my requested document. I got everything done before then, but we did not want Canada to give us our visa too quickly because we don't want to come in the winter time. Because, my dear, if they give me the visa, I will leave Nigeria and come very, very fast. And we just wanted it to be like, let them keep the visa. So we stalled a little bit. That's why it took us 2 months to submit my own documents and everything because we wanted to stall. We were stalling. Before you know it, we sent in our passport and our visa was stamped in like 2 weeks. And it was sent back to us. We sent our visa to Ghana because we were not rushing anywhere. We sent it. We did not pay for any urgency. We paid the money for the slowest one, and it was sent. And we received it back in like 10 days or 12 days. It took me a while to go and collect it actually, but it was like 12 days after it was sent back. Then it took like 5 days before I went to collect it because we were not rushing. Actually, we were not rushing. We were just so comfortable. And after that, we did our traditional wedding and nikah. Would you guys like to see that video? I have the clips, so. But I just think I need to actually sit down to let you guys understand what's going on in the video. Unless, if I don't do that, the video will not make sense to you guys because I was always recording but not talking. So, will you guys love to see my wedding video? It's recorded though. Recorded somewhere. I kept it safe in my system. And we got married. Then I moved to my husband's side. Because at that point, I was not working again. We were going to live in like less than 3 weeks. So I was not working anymore. So I moved to my husband's house. And 3 weeks later, we came to Canada. That was how everything went. Did I leave anything out? Would you guys love to see Is there any part I left out that you guys would like me to talk about? Just let me know in the comment section. Then maybe I want to make a video for anything that you guys must have said collectively in the comment section. So anything you want me to talk about, just let me know in the comment section, so I'll dedicate a new video for the entirety of the thing. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Subscribe, like, share, leave a comment, tell a friend, and